Hey there, folks. I'm Alex. Tonight, I'm pulling back the curtain on a story that's etched its chilling mark on my soul. It all started when I got this CPAP machine, a gift from the hands of fate, or maybe something more sinister. They said it would help with my sleep apnea, but little did I know, it was a portal to something beyond the grasp of reason. The machine. It was more than just a mechanical device. It was a gateway to her. In those quiet moments of sleep, I found myself walking hand in hand with my fiancée through dreams that felt more real than the waking world. We'd talk, laugh, and sometimes just sit in comfortable silence. It was paradise in the midst of a chaotic life, but little did I know, paradise has its own demons. The mask, a cold and lifeless thing, became a bridge between life and death. Strapped to my face every night, it transformed my room into a sanctuary where the veil between worlds was thin. Her laughter echoed through the hum of the machine, and for a while the darkness in my heart felt a little lighter. But with every passing night, that comfort turned into a haunting embrace. The mask, once a conduit for love, now whispered sinister secrets in the stillness, threatening to drown me in a sea of shadows. I couldn't let go. The pleasure of those dreamlike encounters became my lifeline, a lifeline I clung to even as the water turned murky. I knew something was off, but loneliness has a way of blurring your moral compass. It was a tug of war between the joy of her company and the ever-growing horror that clawed at the edges of my consciousness. You ever feel like something is watching you? Something you can't quite put your finger on? Well, that feeling took up residence in the corners of my room, staring at me with eyes I couldn't see, but could damn well feel. The spirits in that damn machine, they sensed my grief like sharks scenting blood in the water. They played on my emotions, turning my dreams into nightmares. The laughter morphed into distorted whispers, and the hand I held felt cold and lifeless. Nightmares bled into the waking world, and I started seeing shadows where shadows had no business being. Reality became a shattered mirror, and each shard reflected a twisted version of my once comforting dreams. The line between sleep and wakefulness blurred, and I found myself dreading the very thing that used to be my solace. I sought answers in places I never thought I'd venture. Late nights turned into early mornings as I scoured books, consulted self-proclaimed experts, and even danced on the edges of occult rituals. Anything to sever the ties that bound me to that cursed machine, but it fought back, resisting like a beast defending its territory. The room pulsated with an energy I couldn't comprehend, a force telling me that once you open the door to the supernatural, it doesn't just close behind you. I was in too deep, and the currents of the unknown threatened to pull me under. One night I stood at the crossroads of sanity, staring down the malevolent spirits within the machine. Love tangled with fear as I faced the shadows that danced in the corners of my mind. The air thickened, and I could hear her voice, a symphony of sorrow wrapped in a melody of despair. They whispered secrets only the dead should know, and I felt the weight of those secrets pressed down on my chest. I was drowning in a sea of regrets, and the shore seemed farther away with every breath I took. Fueled by a desperate love, I made a choice that felt like tearing a piece of my soul away. The room trembled as I severed the connection, and the echoes of our dreams shattered like glass. The spirits screamed, and for a moment, I felt a void where once there was warmth. I had broken free, but the price was etched into my very being. The world looked different, distorted, as if I had crossed a threshold into a reality where the rules were no longer written in the language I understood. Now, I sit here, free from the haunting machine, but the scars remain. The room is silent, and the air feels heavy with the residue of something otherworldly. I can't shake the feeling that the spirits linger, watching from the shadows I can't quite see. My fiancée is gone, the dreams are gone, and all that's left is the residue of haunting snores echoing in the night. The CPAP machine, now just a lifeless object in the corner, holds memories of a love that transcended the boundaries of life and death. And as I sit here, I wonder if I'll ever truly be free from the veiled echoes that continue to linger in the recesses of my fractured mind. So, there you have it, my tale of love, loss, and the otherworldly dance we sometimes find ourselves entangled in. Take it as a cautionary whisper in the dark, a reminder that sometimes the things we cling to out of desperation can lead us down paths we never knew existed. Thanks for listening, and remember, the shadows are always waiting, just beyond the edge of your perception. Sleep well.